Wonderful.
Namaste. Thank you.
Sabu
Sabu
Abbadas, Associate Dean of University of Southampton.
Thank you so much for coming.
Your
All the
Excellency, Your
distance.
Excellency, pleasure to
All
meet
the distance. Thank you.
Your Excellency, it's a great honor.
One of the 100 Sikhs in London or where in the world?
Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here with you.
Thank you so much. Very nice.
CEO Martin Broad, head of University of
Thank you so
Southampton.
much. Wonderful.
Thank you very
All
much.
of your CVs are so impressive. Thank you.
Professor Kandiya.
So you're a visiting faculty with them. I know Isha was telling me all about it. Where's Isha? There she is.
Hello.
Thank you so much. We'll be comfortable here.
We sincerely hope to see you. No, to have
Let's
an opportunity
continue.
to meet you at the Rashtrapati Bhavan.
Yeah.
One day.
Yes,
One day.
I do visit it.
No. That's what not what I
I do
meant.
visit it.
That's
No,
not what
we
I
want
meant.
you to
We want to visit you there.
Yeah.
That's called dreams, huh?
Long may continue.
This is not dream. This will happen.
But this is what we do with Raj Nivas. Opened it up to people. They have a right to see this place. This is a public place.
Absolutely.
So we call them, and little children who have a birthday sit on my chair.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Children who have a
Sitting.
birthday get a birthday present by sitting on the chair. Yeah.
I think I think this is what I've heard and I've seen Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, former president.
That's why we all remember and miss it.
That's right.
Absolutely.
And,
This is
Cupboard. And we also have the gift cupboard where
They
all
bring
the
the-
gifts which come,
They-
we put them there and we give them away
Right.
during the visitor hour or the open house. Then we have an open house for 2 hours where petitions come, grievances.
that also your person.
Yeah, we all address directly.
Wow.
So for 2 hours in this time and again 2 hours in the evening, Raj Nivas is an open house.
This is living leadership, not textbooks.
Yeah. You see, the point here is what is the purpose of this place? Is to serve the people in the best way, the quickest way. That's it.
That's the role.
That's right. So that's what we do. In between, we have all these lovely
to do,
things.
yeah.
We clear our files, do policy
We have to do
making
those.
meetings. But these are dedicated hours.
This is beautiful. You lucky fellows. Aren't you? Very lucky. Eh? Your stars are very good.
He's from Pondicherry.
He's from Pondicherry. You're all from different places.
I'm from Bihar.
You're from Bihar.
Yes.
They just register online.
Pune. Yeah.
They just register
They
through
register
online
and
process
so
and they can
madam will
come.
just.
Or they can just walk in at 12:30. It's an
It's the
open.
culture.
So you've got to learn these things when you become top people.
These are, I think you should be inspired by these opportunities.
When you get good positions, don't forget this.
Yeah, definitely. Because you are the future of India.
We are
You
the
are?
architects of India.
Yeah,
Yes,
architects.
that's the right spirit.
Architects.
That's the spirit of India today, the
Lovely.
youth India.
So could we request you to give this? photo with me separately for the
You want a
flowers.
separate photo? Yes.
See, they want to give this.
It's a notebook. Oh, lovely. We get some very nice gifts. We get shawls, we get towels, we get books, we got stationery. So depending on the evening when a grievance person comes, sometimes very poor people come. So we give them shawls, we give them towels. Children come, we give them dictionaries and books and geometry boxes. So all these are found.
These grievances are addressed, and how do you, I mean, it might be quite difficult to navigate through the bureaucracy.
No, we directly connect them with the person who can redress it. We cut the bureaucracy. We give them a slip of paper. Show me the red slip. We give them the red slip to meet so and so. That's it. How can you say no to it?
No, they can't.
This is how we can. See? Visitor to Raj Nivas.
Right.
Need to be heard in matters addressed. Finished.
Right.
So this is every day. Whoever comes is logged there. Person, what he came with. But we just introduce him.
Right.
Sometimes we speak to the person.
Right.
Saying, what time can he come? It's at 4 o'clock. We go. So say 4 p.m. announcement.
Right.
So we're not interfering. We're connecting the person. How can he not be heard? Once he's heard, process begins.
And follow-up also.
Follow up. He's given a right to come back if the work is not getting addressed.
Amazing. Wow.
So he said, if it's not being heard, please come back. We sometimes write, he is revisiting me on Tuesday. So the officer knows he's visiting back for 1 week. So we even write. So that means he can get a token to visit by right because I've already written, come and revisit me. So we've done this by thousands now. And last 3.5 years has brought down complaints because of this. Because, not why, because not here. Because officers have started listening to them. Because if they don't listen, they'll come here. So why not listen to them?
Absolutely.
So it acts as a prevention.
Yes, absolutely.
So it's being accessible to people. Accessible Raj Nivas, accessible the entire team. That's all objective. And it's provided a reasonable. In fact, here is a study. Assessment we will see. Everything can be studied and analyzed. But we don't have researchers here to study
Research
good
capabilities.
Do
practices.
you keep a log of these?
Everything's logged.
Very logged.
All computerized system. That's why I can tell you how many figures, how many grievances, what category. We do analysis also. What is the major category? Which is the major area to be worked on? Then we look at strategies for that area so the problems reduce. So every grievances sector, we have the grievances section analyzed. No?
Yes,
got that in
I'm
good
just
practices.
giving them. I'm just giving them.
We analyze it ourselves. So these are all good practices. That's why we have a very good study of 20 good practices which we videographed.
We've kept it.
Would it be possible to have a copy of
Yes.
We've
We've
kept
been
it
given.
there.
We've been
Oh,
given.
it's
We have
there.
everything is
We
in
have
file.
it.
It is there in your phone. Have a look. But you see, all are good practices. Have a look. Just read this. In fact, this is not part of a. We should make that into a part of this.
It's there in the.
Nahi,
We
iska
have a
chart.
photo.
Photo. हाँ, let's have a look.
Yes.
This is the way we begin.
These are data up to June it is updated.
This is up to June data. Open house, I talked about. What comes? Civic issues, service matters, land disputes, encroachments, housing, suggestions, family disputes. 9,755 have come in up to data June 2019.
Right.
So this is open house I talked about. So we have an analysis.
Right.
In this service matter, we further have an analysis. So it's analyzed around. Similarly is the general open house, pick out that chart, full chart. So this is how we begin. This is our morning meeting which you begin before you came. Then we have another one-to-one office with one-to-one where we look, we sent you these grievances, what happened. So this is this one. So these are our 9 a.m. meetings. Then we have visits to the ground. These are ground visits where we go on the ground to see what's happening. Basically, these are learning exercise. Because when you go on the ground, you really know what can be done better to improve ground realities.
Right.
It is this which took me to Wateridge. Then we have our 10 a.m. meeting, which I showed you, where we, as a think tank, we all meet.
Yes, that's
This
right.
think
So-
tank. So then comes our 10 a.m. and these are decisions are taken
Yes.
and what is happening. Then these are all our 10 a.m. what's happened in the 10 a.m. meeting. See, the whole group is sitting around the same table.
Right.
But this is very, very open house I've already talked about. This is the way. You see the slip?
Yeah, right.
So this is the way. We have a table set up at 5 o'clock and everybody comes, nobody sits We all stand for 2 hours. They come and go, come and go. We don't sit.
Right.
We keep clearing these people and see we keep working. And this is how they queue up from outside.
Right.
They come and meet us and see these poor. Some of them are given shawls. Then comes this is all about the open house. Then these are our morning weekend rounds.
Right.
Every Saturday, Sunday, this is what took me to Waterridge hugely, where we see the problems on ground. These are all morning weekend rounds. This is the Waterridge bus, where we all went together because these are multidisciplinary issues. And we also do a lot of biking.
Right.
We do biking. These are all weekend rounds to the lakes. These are all biking. We are biking on the weekend. I'm a fitness, so I use it as a fitness also. See, these are all biking. These are some of them are ministers who also joined in. Then the visitors are.
Right.
These are visitors are. People's Nivas. So these are all visitors. All visitors. These are all pictures of visitors. And see, he's showing you the Raj Nivas around.
Right.
So these are visitors. All visitors are. Then we have the film series. The lawns are used for open cinema here. Open cinema. So these are cinema series. Then we have lecture series, thought leadership.
Right.
For the finest thought leadership,
Right.
they come and address us on leadership. So these are all leadership series. Very good speakers who are coming as leaders.
And these are held every now and then?
Regular. When we identify a good leader, a leader, and he can come, these are all leadership series. And these are and in-house officers also leading.
Right.
So they are leaders to others. Then we have this all leadership series. Then we have these art and culture.
Right.
We call them here
Right.
photo exhibitions, etc.
Right.
So this is all promoting of art and culture. Then we have a weekly bulletin. Whatever we clear as important files is made public. So they don't have to run around, what happened to my file, what happened, you
Right.
see it?
Right.
It's on WhatsApp. It's on WhatsApp. Then we have the evaluation tests. These officers have been coming and taking self-tests. So they are taking, if we don't have a proper training institute here. So we said, okay, you come, whatever is your work, we take a self. So we administer Q&A and pass them A, B, C.
Ma'am, your experience with the law and order for a long time,
Yes.
that must have helped the Pondicherry area, right? Quite a lot in terms of reducing crimes and other.
Yes, I've been steering it for beat system, whatever we can do in crime. I've been steering it. It has been working. Then we do a lot of recognition. This is the awards certificates like Green. This is a certificate of commendations. We keep giving in the visitor hour or in the open house. So these are all our collaborations. If you notice, there's a prison program here. This is all collaboration with schools, and this is about, and this is the internship program. We invite interns. This was our batch.
That's another thing.
That's another strand for
Southampton University. Our students should come and have this
They apply
experience.
because this
Can
is,
they apply?
they apply, and we have to see which is our lean time. But they can apply. At the moment, I can take, let's say, 1 or 2. But when we had the elections going, Model Code of Conduct restricted our movement.
Right.
We had a whole batch of interns, and we worked so wonderfully on them. It was a rare time when we had about 2 months with them. And really. And these are all interns who did it. They're all engineers, MBAs. Then we have our own WhatsApp group called the Prosperous Puducherry, and all grievances can be put up on PPs called Prosperous Puducherry. When we identify, it goes to 300 officers at the 220 is WhatsApp. So 220 people immediately see what's happening for all. Then we have our own documentation. This is where, that's why these could come, because we have a documentation, which is, this is documentation. He's videographing, he's photographing, and the other
all
team,
the evidence.
all the evidence we have. And these are our publications. We have given you only one. We have so many other publications.
Wow.
Reviving hope.
We've done weekend rounds, we got 1,000 days. I think some of them are with you in the folder.
Right.
Once you reach them out, then you'll know the background against which we have worked. I think we've also given you this best practice.
Yes.
So these are
Yes,
the
we have
ways. we
I mean, you know how.
the power of the
I'm
team.
thinking of summarizing this experience as this Raj Nivas seems to be like a university.
It is an administration university, in a way.
It's like a
And we have
university.
come as very keen learners.
No. I think we're coming as, you're expanding the horizon of this work.
Absolutely, yeah.
From Pondicherry to now linking with Southampton.
Now we are going
and
in the
UK
depth of it.
and Pondicherry linked. France is linked here because it's been a French territory.
We saw
But
that.
now you're linking with London.
Amazing.
Southampton.
Thank you so
Southampton.
much.
Not London.
Southampton. I stand correct.
Do you have any time for yourself?
Plenty. The whole night.
I look at the book and I'm saying,
Wow.
does madam have any time for
The whole
this?
night.
And
Oh,
you
it's so,
said that.
and that's enough. Don't need extension of that.
And ma'am,
Wow.
Southampton is the place where Titanic started its first journey.
Really?
Yes. It
Yeah.
was not a successful journey,
But-
but it sailed from Southampton.
Really?
Yes,
Oh.
that's where.
How did I forget?
And where the
We-
hovercraft
It's a
was
favorite
invented.
movie of mine.
Yeah,
That's
Hovercraft,
right.
yeah.
And we hope we want to invite you to come and deliver a distinguished lecture
Yeah.
series very soon.
Let's see if
And let's do some good work there.
Yes.
Let's see. I have a
We
full
need to-
documentation of it as a film on this.
Uh-huh.
In fact, we can share a film on this.
That'd be
Whole
wonderful.
document, which I've explained to you, is explained in a film.
That'd be wonderful. We'll
We
look
have a film on water rich also. How we did it. We share
Wow.
these films on the
Because
group.
the more you
what
have-
I think is that it's not just learning is mutual.
Yes, it
So I
is.
think your presence and your lecture to not just to students but also to staff and decision makers, local mayor, that will inspire them. Inspire
Yeah.
them
Very
The
much.
entire
If I can
civic,
be of any
the
value.
entire civic community in that.
Yes,
Yes.
because
whether the police high
Yeah.
commissioner,
Yeah.
the chief constable, the mayor, the leader of Southampton City Council, obviously the university police, we will,
Yeah.
everybody will be presented in order.
and
to
also
receive you.
water is a major problem there.
Oh,
Water
yes.
is a major problem in England.
Even
In
then,
England,
Yes.
in England, major problem.
There is.
when you have enough water coming in, spoiling the
There are
cricket matches,
lots of
Very well
you
said.
should have umbrellas saving the water.
water. That's right. Yes, it's a significant
No,
challenge.
it's a very,
Wow.
you used to say it about the globe, it is globe.
It's part
It
of
is
the globe.
I mean, that's the point you make.
We don't
And also coastal erosion happening so fast.
Oh,
yes.
that, you know, the sea level rise. Not many people understand the
Yes.
impact of sea level
Yes,
rise on
yes,
civilization.
absolutely.
somebody I think understood.
It's a major
Yes.
problem in good
We
one.
don't want to